Hey guys, as always, Burly Gamer here. Welcome to our new series. In this one, we're going to be playing Rimworld, as you can see. It is a colony simulator. In my understanding, it's this one guy who's made this entire game, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Currently, it's on Alpha 16 stage. It's not a full game yet, but they just released a couple cool new features. And let's get right into it. We are going to do the, I guess, default 3 survivors scenario. We do get a couple things to go along with our colonists, but not too much. They don't want to start us off with too much, but not to be completely, I don't know, thrown out with nothing. Because I don't want this to be too crazy in terms of our storyteller, we're going to go with Phoebe Chillax. Also, because I'm not really all that great, and I have a tendency for my colonists to die, I think within an average of a month, because I suck. But hopefully they'll be better in this one and a little bit more entertaining. We are going to go with the intense difficulty, so we still get hit with some kind of random and crazy things. I like the immediate seed generation, and I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to give us a little bit more option. 50% global generation, and the default rain and temperature. So this is our world. Oops. We have half generation, as you can see if I scroll over. It doesn't have the other half of the planet. We do have quite a bit of space to pick from, and I tend to like to go for a growing period of year-round, if we can find some. Isn't this south of the equator? Shouldn't that be maybe around here? There we are. Okay. Do we have any temperate forest in this area? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I guess we'll go for a rainforest biome. And let's see. I think I want to sort of be kind of in this general area. No, actually, this way, because then we'll have a little bit more friendly-ish people to trade with. I don't want to do arid shrubland. Let's do... Let's do this. Granite, marble. I like those stone types. It's mountainous, so we have mountain to dig into. Year-round growing. Not a terrible average temp. A little high on the summer, but not terrible. I think I've seen close to 40 in some of the ones. So I like that. We're going to go with that. And we still have a couple pirates and a decent access to... What is that, 5 colonies and tribal villages? So, I like it. Now for the fun task of picking our colonists. Because this very well could be, I don't know, a half hour of me picking. What I'm going to do is just randomize them, pick who I want, and then kind of give a recap after. So, I've picked our colonists, and it's kind of an interesting kind of mashup. Mainly because of right here. We have 3 generations of Bailey. We have Eli, then Alexander, and then Michael. So Elijah, Thor, and Michael are the successive generations. But we'll go left to right. So Thor which I think that's awesome and hilarious, is a high social, well, would have been a high social, I guess. But we kind of picked him because he has a burning passion for fighting, and that can be helpful. And he kind of covers a lot in a general sense. The only thing he can't do is medical, which is perfectly okay. The only downside to him, other than the fact that if either his relations die, it would be bad, but it would be bad for everybody right now, is he's neurotic, so he does have these kind of penalties. But he's not bad, and we can have him do quite a bit. For Elijah, we picked him because he's high social and high research. Unfortunately, he's abrasive, but I think the fact that the other colonists are family members, that hopefully won't be an issue. But he can also do cooking for us, crafting, and artistic. And then his dad, Michael, Elijah's dad, Michael, is going to be our primary shooter and our primary physician. The rest are kind of just they're okay, but primarily he's going to be shooting and physician, and then when we're getting to the point where we're trying to tame animals, he will also be our animal handler. So I think we're going to rename Mike to Doc, and we're going to rename... Oh, I guess that already has... We'll have him Eli again. It already says he's a scientist, so we'll have that. And we will have... We'll just keep Alexander as Alex for short. Just to change up their names a bit. And let's jump into it. So for some reason, my recording software unfortunately stopped recording right as we loaded into the world. Our pods crashed down here, and then we were looking at the world, and I saw this nice little kind of naturally secluded area, enough room for a couple growing zones, and decided this is where we were going to set up our base. It also has a nice large bit of mountain that we can dig into to create the inner workings of our base. So this is what I chose. And we started off with a couple guys mining, and I think it was Alex working on the planting of the crops. I set this growing zone as rice, this is potato, and this is corn, because rice grows fastest, then potato and corn. So we have a nice little rotation of our crops. And we were going to initially end the first video with the first night, but because of the loss of basically the first day in recording, we're going to go through another day if we can, to show, well, we can. We're not going to die that quickly, but just to basically have more than just the setup as our first video. I really would like to figure out what's going on, why it's doing this. I was having this trouble the other day whenever I was trying to record this. It liked to cut out randomly, it seemed, but I think it was mainly this time maybe the computer was just being overworked in terms of generating the world, and as it was trying to record at the same time, it was having an issue. So it looked like, or at least I had thought, that Alex had completed planting the rice field, but apparently he did not. So it looks like we have a few raspberry bushes, so we will actually have these set to harvest, and that's nice because that's food. Why is Doc already at a break? Hideous environment. Slept on the ground. Slept outside. Ate without a table. Okay, I'm sorry. Let us remedy some of those issues. And get you some furniture. We'll get the doors in place first. And we will furniture. Let's get a bed down here. A bed right here. So it looks like they mine the steel a little slower than the rock, which makes sense. And I think what we'll do is we'll have this extra bedroom set as the kind of dining room for right now, so they don't keep complaining about not having a table to eat on. We got the other two beds, but luckily Alex has a sleeping spot. He's going to be upset that he's sleeping on the ground, but at least he's inside tonight. I don't know if Eli will have the same... No, he's still sleeping inside. That's good. Okay. And they're going to interrupt Alex's sleep, which is always fun. And once we get these all set up, we have a lot of steel, which is nice. I think, oh, and nice, we got a little chunk of spacecraft landed right inside of our area. He's almost done. Alex is almost done. Well, no, he still has some of the potato to plant. We can build a... Where is it? A table. We'll build it like this. And build some stools on either side for our guys to eat. We're going to deconstruct, if I can click on it, there we go. Deconstruct that and get a bed for, I think it was Alex there. And then I'm also going to kind of bump up hauling a little bit, just for the time being. We have our first visitor. It is Onion. Okay, it's a odd name. They got a little ways to go before they... Are you going for a walk? Yeah, he's going for a walk because he's kind of pissed off. But with our third night coming, we should all be going to sleep right about now. And once they all go to sleep, we will call it there. Why is Alex... Oh, then no one built him a bed. Oh, he's going to be pissed off. Alright, well, that's where we're going to call it here for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. My other videos are on screen. Links for my Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit are in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.